The sun is coming up, are you ready to go? We can take it right, we can take it slow. Your will is my law, I'ma let you be the boss, cause I'll go where you go.
Hi everyone!
Hi, and in this video we're going to be showing you how to make the most bang for your buck
Bang.
when you go to Florida.
Robert was terrified. I told him I was going to do that, and he's like, don't rip it,
Uh-huh.
because this is actually some of our spends for Florida.
Yeah, it's $20 guys.
So yes, welcome back to our channel. If you haven't joined us before, my name's Sarah.
Hi Robert.
And today, as Robert already said, we are going to basically do a Florida on a budget video.
Yeah.
Because we like to go to Florida. We also are not very rich.
No.
Well, no, actually.
Not
We-
bad.
I know. But anyway, as I say, obviously you want to get the most out of your money. So today we obviously are going to go through some different ways in which to save money, get the most out of your money and look for the best deals. It's something that we do when we are obviously going away on holiday, whether it be to Florida. We apply these tips obviously for that, but obviously we apply them for other things as well. So before we start, if you haven't already subscribed, hit that lovely red button down below, and then we know that you're obviously wanting to join in on our wee adventure.
Yeah, and hit that notification bell so you're aware when our next vlog is ready.
Okay, so the first thing we are going to talk about is how to get there, because the most important thing
Let's get in there.
is actually getting there. You can't visit Florida without a flight. Well, mostly. I mean, the people that live nearby, obviously, like, then, you know, they're lucky.
You
But
could get a boat, but it'll take about a week.
yeah, so if you're like us and live in places like the UK, etc., then obviously it's quite a long flight. From the UK it's between 7 and 9 hours, and there's loads of different airports and stuff and ways to get there with that. So the first thing we need to talk about is looking for your flights in the sales.
Yeah, so best way to do it is don't just go in. Just don't go belly in. Check out all the sites and make sure what all the good deals are.
Yeah, so compare different airlines, compare what you're getting, things like that. Look at the likes of a Boxing Day sale. You've got Black Friday's quite a big thing. Like New Year's Day, quite often there's really good sales.
Yeah.
Things like that. The BA sale is quite a good one, and the Virgin sale tends to be quite a good one. They're the kind of two big competitors who tend to have quite big sales for the flights. The ways to do it is you could do your flights only, and like obviously then you would book your accommodation separate and stuff like that. Issues with that is if there's a problem with one, you wouldn't be, from what I'm led to believe, compensated by the other if you've booked them all separate. Like if you booked one with one company and one with another, you will be obviously ATOL protected, which is another thing you need to make sure you are if you're booking your flights.
If you're doing it all under the one roof.
But if you're doing it all under the one roof, then obviously, for instance,
It's easier.
it's easier, like us, that's what we do, and then obviously you are protected and they will cover your full holiday in case anything was to happen. So the other thing with flights to look for is, Robert, you're quite good with this one.
So what do you mean?
Air miles.
Oh yeah. So if you're flying with British Airways, you can collect Avios points, and you can use those for upgrades if you've got enough. But for every flight you go with for British Airways, for example, so you get like flying to Florida and back, you get like just under 5,000 Avios points each. If you go for 2 weeks, so that's quite good, and then you can use them for your next trip.
And that's, with that account, that's per person. Is that per person?
Per person, nice.
So it's like 5. So we're getting 10,000?
10,000.
10,000 for this holiday. We did actually phone and confirm and check that with them earlier on before we
Yeah.
made this video,
Yeah.
just so that we were given some factual things. A lot of these things will be hints and tips, obviously, from what we've learned, and obviously general information, so it's all condensed into one. So you can use your Avios points for obviously upgrades.
Yeah.
You can use it towards the cost of your flight, and then you would just have to pay your taxes, things like that. Virgin do air miles as well. This is not something that we have experience of, but they have an air miles system as well. I have watched the Lodge guys, and I think that's what they use, and they were saying that it's slightly changed now and they're kind of capping it or something like that. But that's obviously, if you are Virgin, maybe go over and watch one of their videos, because I'm sure that's what they do as well. So accommodation.
Yeah, so again, we've done this through the British Airways website for this trip, and we always go to the same hotel. If you've missed our other vlogs, check them out in the links below. But we stay in the Rosen hotels.
Yeah, the Rosen hotels are really good value for money. They're clean, the staff are friendly, the facilities are good. They are basic hotels, it's not like the Ritz or anything like that. Like, don't expect like
But you're just going
5-star luxury.
You're just going for a bedroom. To get,
It's on the beds. I wish I could fit the mattress in my suitcase.
Yeah.
Like the beds, oh man, in the Rosen hotels are amazing. See, after a long day out in the sun, no matter whether you've been at the parks or you've been shopping or you've been at the beach or whatever it is you have been, oh, they are amazing, and they're always good value for money. So what we recommend if you're on a budget and you want to go to Florida is have a look at staying off-site.
yeah, because it's generally a lot more expensive on site.
So staying at Universal and staying on Disney is much more expensive than staying at the likes of Lake Boa Vista. Even some of the partner hotels for Disney at Lake Boa Vista are much cheaper than staying on site. So your partner hotels in the Lake Boa Vista area would be, I think there's the Clarion, which is again a Rosen hotel, and if you want a good video of staying at the Clarion, go and check out the Crispy S'mores, because that's one of their favourites.
Yeah.
And they stay there. Also, we stay at the Rosen Inn at Point Orlando.
Yeah.
So we've got some footage of that. If you're interested in that, you can check that out. They tend to be a lot cheaper, and things like that. The thing you have to watch out for are resort fees. The Rosen hotels, which we recommend, and this is not an ad, it's just our experience, we don't have any resort fees with our Rosen hotels, whereas the likes of the Avanti, which is a hotel next door, does have resort fees, but is still a really nice place to stay. But obviously you have that added factor of you might have another couple of $100.
Complimentary car parking at Rosen as well. So
yeah, so our advice is look at off-site, and then obviously look at if you're hiring a car or not. Then obviously, as Robert said, with the car hire,
yeah, complimentary parking. Yeah.
Complimentary parking, and then maybe look at the public transport system as well.
Yeah.
If you're staying off-site. We're going to tie in the first 2 points now into package deals. Now obviously you can book separate flights and accommodation, and that can work out cheaper at times if there's sales for that. However, we have found on our last couple of trips, haven't we,
Yeah.
that booking them together as a package, which we have done through British Airways, is cheaper.
Yeah, you're saving a lot of money. Yeah. So
That's exactly it.
not as expensive as you'd think.
No, I've actually found deals where people have told me they've booked hotels, and then I've went on and booked mock booked a hotel and flight package for the same hotel, and it's been over £1,000 cheaper. So it does pay to shop about, guys. Travel Supermarket, couldn't get the words out there. That's a website that's quite good as well to kind of look at, to give you an idea of what's about. Skyscanner for your flights, so that you know, like, so whatever airport you want to fly from, put that in, and then either if it's Orlando International or Sanford.
Mhm.
Put that in and it'll tell you the flights that go to that like airport, the
Yeah.
times, everything like that, and then you can go from there. That's a good tool to use.
And then booking.com, hotels.com, Trivago for
Yeah.
your hotels.
And the thing with booking.com, what can you use for that? Your Genius points.
Yeah, so if you book your hotels, like if you go with your local trips and you're booking through booking.com, you accumulate all these Genius points, and then you can use that to get a cheaper deal.
Yeah. So a lot of the time with that, so what we both do is we've both got separate booking.com accounts.
Yeah.
So we both get Genius points. So what we'll do is we'll kind of take it in turns
Yeah.
to book through one another's account, sort of thing, and then
Maximise the points.
exactly maximise the points. And that way, we can then use both accounts to see who's going to get the cheapest deal. There's been times that I've got a cheaper deal than Robert.
Yeah.
Just simply that's what they happen to be offer. The points at the time, different things like that. For us, we also like the package deal. And booking it online with the likes of BA, because it's all under the one house. It's easy to manage.
Yeah.
And also it can actually work out quite cheap. They do have a lot of sales quite often with their obviously their package deals and stuff like that. Right, so that's us kind of covered off flights and accommodation.
Yeah.
So if we've any questions or anything like that, guys, on anything that we've probably not waffled on about, then obviously comment down below and let us know, and we'll definitely answer yourselves. Now, Robert,
So food.
food. This is one of your favourite topics.
Yeah. There's a lot of budget restaurants in International Drive where we tend to stay when we're over there. So you've got Miller's Ale House, you've got Bahama Breeze, you've got Olive Garden, you've got CC's, you've got lots of different places.
Oh, there's so many. So you don't always have to eat in the parks, is basically what we're saying. Like in the parks it will be more expensive.
Yeah.
Just because it's theme park prices, they will tend to be more expensive. That being said, we do have 5 ADRs booked for this trip, and if you want to know what they are, we'll link the video down below where we tell you obviously our trip announcement, and it'll tell you all about them in there.
Yeah.
So what is the first thing we do when we get off the plane and get to the hotel, food wise?
Yeah, so we go to Miller's Ale House. It's reasonable. It's like you're talking about maybe $10 for
Aye, you can spend about $10 per person for a main. Obviously you can spend more,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
the average is $10, maybe $15 per person for a main, depending obviously on what you're getting. They do a lot of daily specials and stuff there as well,
Yeah.
so you can get them a lot cheaper, and you've had quite a few of the things, haven't you?
Yeah, and it's really good.
And the food's good, it's good quality.
What I will say is, if it's been raining, like it's just been a thunderstorm, go there, because there won't be many people going out that night. So because of obviously thunderstorm, we'll
Yeah.
take my while to get ready and stuff, because we don't know how long it's going to last. Whereas our hotel's just straight across the road, so as soon as it stops, we jump over there because
Yeah.
it's going to be empty.
And we love also the Olive Garden, which
Yeah.
is our good Italian. The breadsticks are free, the salad is free, so you never need to purchase a starter, and then you can just purchase a small main, because you can fill up in the free breadsticks and the free salad, which Robert here loves the salad.
I don't really like salad at home, but I do like it in there.
I don't know why,
It's really good.
it's just so nice.
It's
It's really, really nice. And I will say one tip when we're talking about the Olive Garden is get the Alfredo sauce when you are getting your breadsticks to dip it in. Oh,
it's lovely, isn't it?
it's so nice. But yeah, so make the most of eating off
Again.
site as well. That's as we're saying.
Try and get very early, because it does get quite busy.
Eat obviously at the non-peak times if you can as
Between
well.
6 and 7 and 9 and 10.
Exactly. And the other way to kind of do Florida on a budget with your food as well is go to the likes of Walmart, Publix, Walgreens, places like that, and buy stuff for your room.
CVs.
Yeah, so like snacks, and take those snacks into the parks with you. You can take bottles of water into the parks with you. You do get free water at the parks, at all your quick service locations. So if the location serves like fountain drinks, so like the kind of fizzy, squishy drinks, then obviously you will get free water there. All the restaurants serve free water as well, and a lot of the Starbucks locations, when you go in, there will be like water tankers sitting and you can get water there, and that saves you obviously buying bottles of water, because it's very important to stay hydrated in Florida. And obviously, like, you know, it doesn't have to buy juices. What we tend to do is if we fancy like a juice, like a flavoured something or a soda, we'll tend to share.
Yeah.
As well. It's cheaper, and obviously because we've been drinking the water,
Yeah.
we're not really needing a full bottle each. But you can obviously go to the supermarkets or the grocery stores, being American, and then you can get stuff obviously maybe in for breakfast if you have facilities in your hotel room for that. And
Your hotel.
what's that?
Or your hotel.
Or your hotel, maybe your hotel has a good breakfast buffet or something like that that's a good price as well. Things like that to look in, and that's where you save money. And then obviously you can then eat out for your dinner and things like that, and look for things like the CC's Pizza. Remember, we didn't go on our last trip, but the trip before that we did go, and we basically got like a buy one get one free on their pizza buffet.
Yeah, it's basic, but it's lovely.
Yeah, and you know, it was filled us up. And you know, it was nice pizzas, we enjoyed them, that kind of thing. So that's kind of food covered off as well. Just obviously, like, you know, don't be going to California Grill or anything like that, which incidentally is lovely. And
if you want to do it on a budget, don't go ahead.
but that's not a budget thing. Obviously, just shop smart. What we also tend to do is just something I've forgotten as well, is we fill up in a big breakfast.
Yeah.
And have like a small snack at lunch,
or even a late breakfast,
or
what time.
a brunch, just depending, and then
Denny's or IHOP or whatever.
And then obviously a bigger dinner.
Subway.
Subway's a good one as well. Right, so the next thing we are going to talk about,
Park tickets.
I've got a prop.
So we've got annual passes, Universal.
The light's not picking up. So this is actually my annual pass. So I have I don't know if it's going to pick it up. It's the Minions band on it.
Yeah, I've got a Duff Beer band.
It's not picking it up. Never mind. Yeah. So yeah, these are our annual passes, and we have the preferred annual pass, as you can see.
So that's the second highest, isn't it?
So yeah, that is
So what happened was we got a 2-week ticket for Universal. And then the first day we went to the booth and seen how much it would be to upgrade it to an annual pass. And it was only like $100 each for the second highest level. So we just done that.
Because that gets us free parking, it gets us discounts on the shops and things like that.
So it's paying for itself. You get 15% off in the restaurants.
Something like that, yeah. So like in City Walk and things like that, if we go to City Walk, we are getting discounts on our food. We're getting discounts on our food if we buy anything in the parks and any of the shops. And what has just started, and not a lot of people know this, and I only just learned this probably a few days ago now, is some of the carts are starting to accept the annual pass discount. So
before that it was only like the shops and stuff.
Yeah, before it was only the shops, and it's just started up as of us making this video, which is into the second week in January, is they are starting to accept the annual pass discount at carts. So if you go to a cart for a drink and you fancy like a bottle of Coke, for example, before you wouldn't be able to get your annual pass discount on that, but now you are actually able to. From what I've learned, is it's not widely known about it yet, because not all the team members of Universal have been trained up on it, and I think not all the carts have the facility yet. So obviously if you're refused, don't be rude to the team member, it's not their fault.
Just go to another one.
Just go to another one and just like obviously ask there as well. So that's the park tickets. So what we did was, it was cheaper for us to actually work out that we would buy an annual pass for Universal, because for the discounts, and obviously we knew we would be returning because we had this a 16-month one. So obviously look out for offers and stuff like that. If you know you're going to be there and then you're going to be returning within that time frame, obviously look out for that. You don't need all the parks tickets for all the parks. You're never going to get everything.
There's lots of good websites. Don't buy the tickets when you're over there, because you'll just get charged through the nose.
A lot of the time for us in Britain, it is in the UK, it's cheaper to buy over here for your tickets, because we get the better deal. For some reason we do get really, really good deals. For instance, with Disney, we get obviously typical one is our 14-day unlimited ticket, which is the one we have. We get the memory maker included.
Yeah, and fast passes.
And your fast passes coming obviously included as well.
So that's
but your fast pass is a free fast pass system for all anyway. But the thing being is, the memory maker's worth about $200 at the last time I checked how much it was. And a lot of other tickets don't include this, but the UK ticket does. But as I was saying, like, look at how you want to do your trip. You won't need tickets for everything. Like, you'll not get everything done. Like, so what we tend to do is, like, we'll go, because we've got our annual passes for Universal, we'll go to Universal. But our last trip, we picked Disney for one night, and we did a special event, which was the after hours event at Magic Kingdom, and we just bought that ticket, and then we never did Disney apart from that one night.
No. So we've done that directly through the Disney website. But if you're buying your tickets, attraction tickets direct and Florida tickets, and it allows you to pay your tickets up.
Yeah, they're really good websites.
You need to pay up 12 weeks before you go, but it's not just the parks. You can do the various different things in Florida. Yeah,
they have loads of like excursions and stuff like that, don't they? And their prices are very, very good as well. Yeah. So that's something to look at as well. And that
we'll do good deals. Like sometimes you'll get adults for kids prices and stuff like that.
What did we get? It was adults for kids.
Yeah, but it was like $420 each.
Aye, so we get adults for kids, which was really, really good.
Just for Disney.
Just for the Disney, obviously, because we already we're Universal. So pick your battles with your parks, basically, I suppose, as the saying goes, because you'll not get everything done if you're there for the typical 2-week holiday. Like we never do, and we've been several times. There's things that we still haven't done, and we've been several times.
You can do your fast passes up to like 4 weeks before you go.
It's 60 days and 30 days for your fast passes.
Right.
So 60 days if you're staying on site at Disney, and 30 days if you're off site at Disney.
Okay, that's great.
That's great, right. And the next thing we're going to talk about is
best time to travel.
Yes.
So we've done it before in September, and it's quite cheap because it's hurricane season. So
yeah,
if you don't mind letting a bit windswept with September.
Yeah, but also there's no UK school holidays that I really know of. Like both the Scottish schools and the English schools, and I'm assuming the Welsh and the Irish as well. I don't know as much about them. Sorry if you're watching from there. But we are in school, so obviously it tends to be cheaper there, and that's why we go there. This year, sorry, I keep saying this year, keep forgetting in a new year.
Last year we went in February, and that was new for us, but it was
dirt cheap.
Yeah, it was quite busy though.
It was quite busy because it was getting into half term when we went, and there was all the big dance competitions, like the cheerleading competitions and everything were on as well. But it was still really, really cheap, and the weather was really, really nice. So what you have to kind of do is look on the likes of Skyscanner and things like that, and it'll give you like a month view, and it'll tell you the prices of the flights, and then obviously you'll be able to see like when the flights go up and down and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But obviously like Christmas is really busy and will be expensive. The summer holidays, like your June, July and part of August, I would say, are more expensive. And they're also absolutely roasting. My Casper the Friendly Ghost Scottish Pale Skin probably wouldn't cope with that. So yeah, it's definitely about picking your time of year to go.
Yeah.
Obviously if you're tied to school holidays and stuff like that, then look at the cheapest time there and the less busiest time. So that'll probably be maybe towards the end of the holiday, or if like the kids finish on the Friday, look at the price for the Monday or whatever it is.
On a Saturday.
Or this, like, yeah, like go straight away, see what the price is for that, because obviously as the kind of main holiday time is, the more expensive it will be.
Yeah, and when you're at the parks over there, make sure there's not many American holidays when you're over there.
Yeah, that's like, just check, like, Google, like, the crowd calendar, so likes of, like, you've got President's Day, you've got Thanksgiving, Independence Day, things like that. So obviously, Google those kind of holidays. Obviously, we all know Independence Day.
July, yeah.
July. President's Day is February.
Right. Did we go on President's Day?
We just missed President's Day.
Right, okay.
That's why it was kind of busy as well, I think, because obviously it's a public holiday as well.
Yeah.
The last thing is, guys, save. Just save, like, even a couple of pounds in one of these mad tins that you can get out the pound shop. You know, you do is you open it with a tin opener.
Yeah.
Like all your loose change and stuff like that. We must have about 4 of these. This is an empty one.
Yeah.
This is an unsuccessful one.
Practice what you preach.
Yeah. No, we actually have one upstairs with money in it, to be fair. We actually have 2 upstairs that have money in it. This is just empty because we haven't put in it yet.
This is one we bought earlier.
One I made earlier.
True blue pure fashion.
So yeah, guys, even just your loose change, things like that, you'll be surprised how much it builds up. Like, as soon as you know or you're thinking about going, just start firing it in. Like, even setting up a direct debit from your bank when your wages go in for a few pounds, even.
Just whatever you can afford. Though.
Whatever you can afford. Like, if you can afford £5 every month when you get paid, that £5 is £5 more you've got to spend when you're over there.
Exactly.
So that is our sort of top tips for Florida on a budget. And the main thing is, guys.
Have fun.
Exactly.
Stay safe.
And enjoy.
Yeah.
And make memories.
And if you see us over there,
make sure you
feel free to say hi. Yeah.
Yeah, we love meeting and talking.
Friendly people. Yeah.
We love meeting and talking to everybody, especially when it's about Florida.
Yeah. Sarah will talk to you about Florida for about an hour, so be warned.
I am not chatty. I don't know where you're getting this from.
She's not chatty when she's sleeping.
Oh dear. Oh man. So
Sometimes she is.
Oh dear. Right, okay guys. So we are going to end today's video because I actually think we've currently shot nearly 40 minutes of footage, and
so thanks for being with us.
Yes, so thanks for being with us. We have kind of like throned on and waffled on about absolute nonsense, but
Just the usual.
Yeah, just the usual. But hopefully there's some tips and things like that maybe are helpful to yourself.
Yeah.
Or if there's anything that you do that we haven't mentioned.
Let us know in the comments below.
Yes, exactly, because we always need help to get back to Florida.
Yep.
So yes, thank you very much for watching today's video. Remember,
subscribe, like, comment, and have that notification bell.
yep,
And come back soon.
yes, and we shall see you in the next one.
Yeah.
Until then, bye.
Bye.
The sun is coming up, are you ready to go? We can take a ride, we can take it slow. Your will is my law, I'ma let you be the boss, 'cause I'll go where you go.